Hi folks, welcome to Sabres Reloaded. If you're new here, this is the video on the channel that I discuss topics within the organization that we can discuss, And let me just see what the topic I came up with. We are now a playoff team. I believe right now with these signings, guys. I believe we're a playoff team. And I put here the two names I got here. If we were to get somehow Gibson and Wilson on this team, I put we're a Stanley Cup team. Literally, literally. Wouldn't that be something? Our first going into the playoffs and we just go right to the finals. Wouldn't that be something for all of us? I'd be so thrilled, guys. I think all of us will be thrilled, but it'd be very special for me because, my life is is winding down, not up. And I want the Sabres to win a cup while I'm alive still. And, it's something I've been wanting to see since I'm a kid. And my goodness, I've been a fan of this team 50 years now. It's crazy to say that even, but it's, I think 51 years if I'm right, but who's counting at this point? It's just one of those dreams that I think all of us have, young, old, whatever. We all have this dream. But I do believe that. I do believe that we're a few pieces away from a Stanley Cup team now, already. Folks, what Kevin Adams has done right in front of our eyes is these issues, these physical issues will be addressed. I do believe that. I don't think they're that stupid to build this awesome team and tell them, don't hit anybody. I don't believe that, So I think this is going to come. That's an element that's going to come. But I think Adams is so damn patient. He's like a cat in a bush and he'll just sit there and wait. Kind of like my alcoholism. It'll just sit there and wait until 15 years or 20 years later when I'm bored one day, say, hey, it might be a good idea to buy a beer. So it's one of those things where I've just got I got nothing left to do but wait, as a fan. You got to wait, and we got to see what happens. But we're getting so close, guys. I just feel it, man. I think we're a playoff team as of these two signings. We're a playoff team. I can't see us not making the playoffs now, unless everything goes wrong for us, Now, if we can address the goalie issue and the power forward issue, my goodness, what a team we'll have on the ice next year. We're already pumped. As Sabres fans, I believe we're already pumped for next year. I'm pumped right now. We could just ice this team, and I'm excited, But I want to go over the top now. Let's do it. We're on a roll now. Come on, Adams, get a goalie in here. Really. I don't want to do the UPL and Levi thing. I want Levi with another goalie that is a little more trustworthy. Forget established, trustworthy. This is why I made that trade video, because I would trust Carter Hart in a heartbeat. I really would. Demko and, Gibson, this would be amazing if we could get one of these guys over here. If you go look at my videos from years ago, 50 pounds ago, you guys will see that I've always said I was a Demko fan on this channel. I would be very fine with getting Thatcher Demko guys. Very fine with it, totally. I think the best fit, the absolute best possible fit would be Gibson, for sure. But if we could get Carter Hart, I know he's 24, it's fine. If we could get Carter Hart, I'd be good with it, okay? Because at this point, he's almost an NHL veteran, guys. Whether you like it, to hear that or not, he is. He's one of those goalies that was exceptional, and he just came right into the league and became a pro and did pretty damn good. So I think the Flyers would be actually out of their minds if they trade him. But I think he wants out. I don't think he wants to do a rebuild. I don't think he wants to spend 5 years doing a rebuild. He wants to go to a team that's a little more ready, and we're it. We're it, and a team that can... I think a lot of... the key, guys? The key is getting players in our dressing room. Once we get them locked in and they come over here, they don't want to leave after. They want to stay here and be part of this. This is a special thing, what we got going on. That's all kudos to Kevin Adams. What he has changed this culture of this team so quick, so quick. I'll show you a picture. Take a look at this, guys. Yeah, yeah. Think about that for a second. So I am excited about where we're headed for sure next year. But I would like a shot at the Stanley Cup. Sorry, I'm greedy. I would like a shot at the Stanley Cup. You know, we're a few pieces away here, I think, at a shot. I'm not saying we're going to win it. I won't do that. You know, even if we had a season like the Bruins, I would never be one of those fans that would say we're winning the Cup this year. No, 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 no. I made the mistake of doing that once in my life. I'll never do it again. No. That was 2006. I was convinced the Sabres are going to win the Cup that year. I was just convinced. And I was right. But the problem is injuries. I didn't see all those injuries coming. You know, if they would have been maybe a bit more of a blue-collar, tougher team like the 99 squad, they might have went all the way. If they would have had a little more grit, that team in 06, you know. But it is what it is. It's in the history books. Hey, what do you think, guys? Stanley Cup playoffs or Stanley Cup? Big options now. This is where I'm at with where we're at in our off season. I'm in the playoffs right now, but I'll be thinking of winning the Stanley Cup potentially if we get a few more big pieces. If we get a guy like Gibson and Nets, and let's say you guys have all loved Lawson Krause. I've talked about him how many times on the channel, you know? Krause, Tom Wilson, a guy like that. We get a big guy that can come in and intimidate the opponents. For me, Wilson would be the key, though, for sure. We're not going to get him, you know? We're just not. That'd be too good to be true. But if we, you know, one of you or a few of you said, I would throw in even a first rounder in that deal. Yeah, I probably would let go of the first rounder because I don't think our first rounder is going to be that high next year. Also, that's another thing, you know? We might be a top 10 team next year. I'm pretty sure we will be. So I'm looking at, that's kind of my feel, guys. If we can get these pieces this offseason, I think we can contend next year. Forget getting in. Getting in is yes, it's important, but I don't want to just be one of those teams that those fan bases that are saying, oh, well, the Sabres got in this year. Isn't that great? And then what happens next year if if things don't go right and we miss? You know, no. I want to have a team that if we get in, we cash in on that opportunity to the point that teams don't want to play us. Teams want to avoid us at all costs. And we have an offensive team like that already, right now. Right now with this bunch, we're already like that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out because I don't believe Kevin Adams is done, guys. I just don't. He can't be. You don't go and acquire, you don't only fix one area out of three. There's another, now the other glaring need really is goaltending. I would say another goalie before we get the power forward. As much as I hate to say that, it's true. You know, if we could get another really solid goalie, you know, for me, that's, there's only a few that you guys know I said I'd pick. So if we got that at least, and then we have one issue going into next year, and it's just kind of one player that we can get at the deadline in a deal or something to put us over the top, then we go for it too, you know. We could survive the season, still make the playoffs without the power forward, but I'd love to have it all year. You know, it's where I'm at with that, guys. I'm really, my goodness, I'm pumped for it. I'm pumped for this season. The more I think about these signings, guys, the more I just believe we're in this year, you know, already. And I better not do this to myself because, you know, I got to be realistic too, you know, and say you don't know, Wayne, you don't know for sure. But it sure feels like we're a playoff team now, guys, with these signings. You know, the more I look, just on paper, when I look at these names, I'm like, you know, it's the guys that are still there I want gone, you know. That's the thing. We got to move out some players. So I hope Adams is on the phone. I hope he's actually making these damn calls and he's getting somewhere with them because, you know, we got to get a goaltender, I think, next. That should be priority right now, even before the power forward. It really should be, but I'm greedy. I want both, you know. And if he can get the goalie that we're good with, I don't want to get somebody stupid like 38, 39. No, get somebody that's going to last with us and be part of the solution right to the Cup team. You know what I mean? No, let's get somebody that's going to be with us right there, that goes all the way with it. I want to have two goalies this time that last. You know, we came close with Miller and Biron. We came damn close, guys. We did. It was heartbreaking it didn't happen, you know. So this time around, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see two guys growing up together, both of them taking close to the same money, and we are solid with two solid goalies, you know. This is getting exciting. Okay, see you in the next one.